Hey there, everybody. As we move at the end of April and May is fast approaching, we'll go ahead and get going here with our May Madness tournament. I went ahead and played the PC games, the first round of the PC games yesterday, and so I'll share those results, and then I will share what's going to be coming up in future videos for round one based on feedback I've gotten, and where we're going to go as far as the direction from there, and give everybody another chance if they would like to request a particular game. Even if it's a PC game, I can try to do that, I guess. Although I know a lot of people don't care to watch a game on a PC, but you never know. Different people like different things. So let me go ahead and show you how the first round of the PC tournament turned out. Okay guys, just as a reminder, the first round matchups in the PC bracket, we had the 75 Boston Red Sox against the 79 Baltimore Orioles. We had the 86 Mets against the 82 Brewers. We had the 82 Cardinals against the Moneyball Oakland A's from 2002 who won a play-in game against the 47 Brooklyn Dodgers. And finally we had the We Are Family Pirates of 79 against the 2013 David Ortiz and Dustin Pedroia-led Boston Red Sox. So we'll get to our first game in the series, and it was the Boston Red Sox against the Baltimore Orioles. And unfortunately for Red Sox fans, it did not go well. Louis Tiant got roughed up for 7 runs, 6 earned, in 4 1/3 innings, and then Roger Moret gave up 5 runs in 1/3 of an inning, and the Orioles laid waste to the Red Sox by the score of 12-3. Particularly devastating for the Orioles were their second baseman. Billy Smith started the game because he is a switch hitter, so he normally played against right-handed pitching. He was 2 for 4, including a home run. And then when Moret came in the game in the bottom of the 7th, then Earl Weaver pinch hit Rich Dower for Billy Smith, and Rich Dower greeted Moret with a 3-run home run. Not much in the highlight for the Red Sox other than Dwight Evans. He did have a double and a triple. But you can see the 2 home runs in the game, Billy Smith and Rich Dower. Mike Flanagan got the win. He went 7 innings, giving up 3 runs and struck out 5. But it was 2-2 going into the 5th, and Boston actually took a 3-2 lead. But then the Orioles answered with 5 in the 5th and 5 in the 7th. And the 5 in the 5th kind of put the game away, but the 5 in the 7th definitely put the game away. Also uncharacteristic for the Red Sox, they made 3 errors in the game. 2 of them by Denny Doyle. That really, there were 10 earned runs, 12 runs total, so 2 of the runs were unearned. But uncharacteristic for Denny Doyle to make those 2 errors. So with that particular result in there, we see that Baltimore has now advanced into the Sweet 16. The next game featured the Mets and the Brewers. That was the, let me move this out of the way for you so I don't give anything away here. Okay. Mets and the Brewers. I think I might have just given it away. But anyway, the Mets were on top of the Brewers 3-1, and that was behind Dwight Gooden. He went 8 innings, giving up just 1 run. He only walked 1. I'm sorry, only struck out 1, which is kind of uncharacteristic, but he was in control the whole way. And unfortunately for both teams, neither team did much in field scoring position. 2 for 12 for the Mets and 1 for 8 for the Brewers. And as you can see, I did not change the names that came on the computer screen with this group. I was using their World Series rosters and forgot to change their nicknames, which is why it came with the default Amazons for the Mets and Cruzman for the Brewers. So really not much happening for the Brewers. Vukovich pitched decent, 7 innings, only gave up 2 runs. but those 2 runs were enough as Rafael Santana, uncharacteristically a number 7 hitter, had the 2 RBIs in that game. 3 stolen bases for the Mets as well. Dykstra, Backman, and Strawberry all stole bases. And 5 walks in the game. Kind of uncharacteristic maybe of the Brewers. But the Amazons, or the Mets as they say, won that one. So as we go to the Sweet 16 matchup, it's going to be the 86 Mets against the 79 Orioles. And since the rule is, or my self-imposed rule, that the same pitcher cannot pitch 2 games in a row, that means Dwight Gooden and Mike Flanagan are ineligible for the Sweet 16 game. So for the Mets, they're going to have Ron Darling on the hill, and the Orioles will have Scott McGregor on the hill for those Sweet 16 games. And now we'll go on to the other bracket for the Sweet 16 and see how that turned out. Okay, our next first round game on the computer was the 82 Cardinals against the Moneyball Oakland A's, and that actually went back and forth. The A's jumped to an early 3-1 lead after 6. The Cardinals tied it with 2 in the top of the 7th. Starters Bob Forsch and Tim Hudson both pitched pretty well with quality starts. And then we went to the bullpen, and reliever Doug Baer came in to pitch at the bottom of the 8th. And unfortunately for Doug Baer, he gave up a 2-run home run to Jermaine Dye. And those 2 runs allowed the A's to come away with a 5-3 victory, even though they only had 5 hits. Bob Forsch did walk 5 batters, but still a quality start on his side. Uncharacteristically, again, were the fielding, which within those 2 runs that Baer gave up, an error on Tommy Herr allowed that to take place. And Jermaine Dye and Eric Chavez both had 2-run homers, Chavez in the 6th and Dye in the 8th. But it was Dye's home run in the 8th that did it. Tim Hudson got the win. Mike Venevro got the win because the game was tied when Hudson was in there, and then Billy Koch got his save. So, with that victory, the Oakland A's will advance. So the 2002 Oakland A's will advance to take on the winner of the final game, which was the We Are Family Pirates against the 2013 Boston Red Sox. And this was a thriller all the way. Great pitching duel in the game between Bert Blyleven of the Pirates and Clay Buchholz of the Red Sox. And again, I forgot to change the nickname on the Red Sox computer screen, so they are called the Beantowners on this game. I'll have to update that going forward. The thing that hurt the Pirates in this game was 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position. And what happened is that Clay Buchholz pitched a 4-hit shutout through 8 innings as the Red Sox built a 3-0 lead. And they brought in Koji Urahara to try to save it in the 9th. Koji struggled, gave up 2 hits and 2 runs, but still managed to get the save. So Red Sox fans, even though the 75 Red Sox did not advance, the 2013 Beantowners, a.k.a. Red Sox, advanced by the score of 3-2. So the Red Sox advance. And so there now is your bracket for the Sweet 16 PC bracket. We're going to have the Moneyball Oakland A's against the 2013 Red Sox. And Barry Zito will be pitching for Oakland. And John Lester will be going for the Red Sox. So battle of lefties in this one. And then again, of course, righty versus lefty as Darling takes on McGregor in this one. So should be hopefully an exciting Sweet 16 on the computer version. And hopefully they'll turn out to be close games and not blowouts. And of course, getting ready to play. I've already played a couple of the first round games and recorded them based on the voting. Of course, I'll put the first one out probably early next week. And of course, to remind people of the matchups, these are your matchups. So the ones I recorded so far are the 90 Cincinnati against Kansas City, the 0-1 Arizona against Oakland, and the 41 Yankees against the Twins. So these bottom three have been played and recorded. The other ones, I remember getting a vote on 75 Cincinnati and Seattle, so I'm going to try to record that one. The other ones I probably won't have time to record. I think someone actually voted for the New York and Brooklyn one in the basic version, so I may do that since the basic game doesn't take as long. We shall see. Also thought about maybe playing the games out, and if they get close at the end, maybe recording the last inning or so, just to give each team a little representation, maybe do a montage. I haven't decided yet, if that would turn out okay or not. But I just want to give everybody an update and what had happened so far, and I'm looking forward to moving on in the tournament first round. Unfortunately, one of the games I played that I recorded is a really big blowout, so I may not even post that because the game was over pretty early and probably lose interest, to be honest with you. The other two games were pretty interesting. One was really tight, and one was tight until the later innings. So that's about it from here, and like I said, I will put something out on the first game maybe this weekend, but most likely early part of next week. Depends on how my schedule goes. I want to try to get a lot of these games played, and then possibly, start piecemealing results as I play the games that I've recorded. So that's it from here. Hope everybody has a wonderful end of April, and looks forward to the month of May. And to take a sidebar from the Strat-O-Matic May Madness, I wanted to give a shout out to a different game, which is Payoff Pitch Baseball. I've never done a Kickstarter campaign before, but I did do a Kickstarter for the 1973 set that's going to be released shortly. And one of the perks that came with the Kickstarter was a file which has all the starting lineups, as played lineups, already printed on score sheets, which obviously will save time, and it gives you a nice little thing you can put together if you're doing a season replay and so forth. So I'll show this a little bit just to, I hope I catch it pretty good on camera. We'll see. Move my water bottle here. Try to bring this up a little bit. You can see here we've got San Francisco and Cincinnati opening day game in Cincinnati. They always opened in Cincinnati back in the day because they were the first baseball team, so it was baseball tradition for many years to have the Reds have the home opener. So this says April 5th, 1973, and we've got, and it gives San Francisco game 1 and Cincinnati game 1, so it tells you which game of the season you're playing, and it fills in the pitchers for you, Juan Marichal against Don Gullett. And not only does it give you the starting lineups for the game, but it also pre-fills in all the ratings, so you don't have to write those down before the game anymore. They're already there, and that saves believe me, that saves a lot of time when you do it for these games, because that's about 2 or 3 minutes at least to do that, and so that saves some time. And the score sheet is very neat and clean. My handwriting is horrible, so the fact that these are typed is going to work really well, I think. And then what I did is, two-sided copy. I flip over here, and we've got the game 1 between Houston and Atlanta. Dave Roberts against Gary Gentry, and again, you've got the ratings and everything in there as well. So I really like this file. I really think it's neat. I really like Payoff Pitch Baseball quite a bit. It's definitely heavily in my rotation along with Strat-O-Matic and some others. But I really like the score sheet, and I wanted to put a shout out to that because I just think I think Joe did a great job doing that. Whoever put this in did a lot of work. And I, for one, as a customer, definitely appreciate it, and I will definitely be taking advantage of it. And if you haven't checked out Payoff Pitch Baseball, I would definitely watch YouTube for some videos on that, and then check out their website, Payoff Pitch. You can just Google Payoff Pitch Baseball, and it will come up. And that's about it. I didn't mean to delve into that when I'm doing the Strat-O-Matic tournament, but when I got this file the other day, I just felt like I had to say something about it and give a shout out to all the folks at Payoff Pitch, because whoever put this thing together, it is really neat and it really gets me geared up. I mean, I'm geared up now for the 73 season to come out eventually when it does, and so hopefully I'll have my Strat-O-Matic tournament done by then, and then I'll be able to delve into the Payoff Pitch 73 season. I'm not that big on the 73 season as far as my memories because I was only 8 years old, but a lot of the players, obviously are in my memory. But as far as the season goes, I mean, I know the A's beat the Mets in the World Series, but 73 season is not one that really jumps out at me. But with this format like this, it's really got my juices going to potentially try to do a season replay. Really, really neat. I can just either 3-hole punch these and put them in a 3-ring binder, or leave them as is and put them in sleeves in a binder. Just anything that would make this a nice, neat little compact way to do a season replay. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. And I will catch everybody in a couple days with hopefully the first video of round 1. And that first video is going to be the 2001 Arizona Diamondbacks against the 73 Oakland A's. So hope everybody will enjoy that once I put that out and see who advances. Talk to everybody later.